pilots. Same town, same property, same day. Pilot A charged $150 for aerial photos and delivered 15 shots in 45 minutes. Pilot B charged $850 for a complete package. 6 weeks later, Pilot A is posting on Facebook, begging for jobs again. Pilot B has a wait list of agents who are fighting to work with him. In 2026, aerial photos are a commodity. There are 50 pilots in your city who can take the same shot as you can. If that's all you offer, you are in a race to the bottom with teenagers who got a drone for Christmas. Today, I'm showing you how to escape that trap. We're building the 2026 real estate package, the all-in-one solution that makes you irreplaceable. We're talking AI-powered floor plans, virtual tours, and the secret weapon that gets agents 50,000 views on it. Let's build a real business. If you're looking through Zillow and you find 5 different listing photos by 5 different pilots, question, can you tell them apart? Or are they all exactly the same shot? 200 feet up, house-centered, nice photo, completely replaceable. When you're replaceable, you compete on price. I've seen pilots charging $75 for aerials. After taxes, insurance, and drive time, you're making $8 an hour. Here's what changed everything for me. I asked an agent, what's your biggest headache with new listings? She said, I need great photos, a video tour, a floor plan, and a virtual walkthrough. But that's usually 4 different people, 4 different schedules, 4 different invoices. It's a mess. And that's when it clicked. She didn't need a drone pilot. She needed a one-stop shop, someone who handled everything she needed so she could focus on selling. And she was willing to pay a premium price for that convenience. That conversation took an average job from $150 to $650. Slightly more work, very different positioning. Here's the framework, the total listing package an agent needs in one service. Component 1 is aerial photo. Yes, you still do those, but they're just one piece of a bigger offering. 10 to 15 exterior shots, multiple heights, angles. Component 2, ground-based interior photos. Most agents hire a separate photographer for $250 to $300. If you can shoot these with a mirrorless camera or even a high-end smartphone, you just added $300 of value without adding much time. So for an example, adding 20 to 30 interior shots, nice wide angles, natural light, that alone can justify higher pricing. Component 3 is edited video tour. Not raw footage, a fully edited 60 to 90 second video with music and transitions that they can post to Instagram and send to buyers. This is what gets emotional engagement. This is what makes buyers feel something before they even walk in through the door. Component 4 is a 3D floor plan. And that's where 2026 tech changes the game. You don't need a $4,000 Matterport camera anymore. AI tools can now take your photos, even smartphone photos, and generate a schematic floor plan automatically. For example, you can upload 20 photos and 5 minutes later, you have a floor plan. Your cost? $10 to $20 per plan. Value to the agent? Listings with floor plans get 50% more inquiries. You can charge $100 to $150 just for this add-on. And yes, I will link the name of some of those different apps below. And if you're still here, and if any of this is helpful so far, please go ahead and like and subscribe. That's always awesome for me. And if you're finding this helpful so far, this is a good time to hit like and subscribe, of course. And let's move on to component 5, which is a virtual tour. The same AI tools can stitch your 360 photos or even standard photos into an interactive walkthrough. Listings with virtual tours get 40% more clicks on the MLS. That's like 110% click. Just kidding, math. Now you're not competing with that kid who's charging $75 for aerials. You're competing with nobody because nobody else in your market is offering this complete solution because they're not as smart. Now, if you want to break into luxury listings and charge $1,000 or more per shoot, you need one more weapon, the FPV indoor fly-through. Single continuous shot, front yard through the open door, weaving through the living room, up the stairs, master bedroom, out onto the balcony. One take, 0 cuts, pure cinema. Agents post these on TikTok and can get 50,000 views. That's some serious clout and makes them look like the most cutting-edge agent in town. And that's what gets them their next listing, which is a lot of money in their pocket. Is this risky? Yes. You're flying indoors around expensive furniture and glass. That's why you use a small Cinehoop with prop guards. You practice extensively, you have the right insurance, and you charge accordingly. Standard listing package, be $450. Add the FPV fly-through, now you're up to $1,200. You just more than doubled your revenue for an extra 30 minutes of work. Now, don't offer this on day one. Build your base package skills first. But when you add FPV, game changer for pricing power. Look around in some various cities. In California and Chicago, there are some big outfits that specialize just on these FPV tours of luxury homes. Now, let me tell you something that nobody else talks about in drone tutorials. Real estate is a relationship business, and agents work with people they like. I know a pilot who does technically perfect work. Flawless photos, beautiful videos, but he's hard to schedule, doesn't communicate well, and shows up late. So he struggles to get repeat business. I know another pilot whose work is just okay. Not bad, but not exceptional. But he responds to texts within the hour, shows up 10 minutes early, asks the agent questions about the listing, and genuinely cares about helping them sell it. When you lead with service and what can I do for you, that goes such a long way. And that pilot has 5 agents who use it for every single listing. A little bit of investment into that relationship gives huge ROI. Once an agent finds someone reliable, someone who makes their life easier, they stop looking. They just keep using that person forever. That's your goal. Become the default choice. You may be running to this already if you're doing cold calling, trying to prospect, where a lot of agents will say, I already have a guy. Well, good for that guy. Now, you're still going to try to get your foot in the door, right? You could be the backup guy, but that shows that power of relationship. Once you prove yourself, you will be that guy. And there are plenty of people who still need their guy or a new guy or better guy. You have to be there ready to say yes, though, when they have the need. So my advice, show up on time, communicate, deliver files within 24 hours, be pleasant to work with, drop by with the occasional box of donuts. A little bit of, sugar, fat, and salt will get you a long way in this world of business relationships. You can thank Michael Scott for that advice. Do these basic things and you'll get referrals. The agent tells their broker, the broker tells other agents. Suddenly you've got 5 clients from one relationship. Ask questions. What would make this listing stand out? Are there special features I should highlight? I remember one house I went just a couple blocks down because there's a little neighborhood park, and I included shots of that in the video I put together because this home was perfect for family. So let's show another asset in the neighborhood. I didn't just stick to the actual property, try to look at that bigger picture and what's going to actually get more eyeballs on this property and help it sell. Show that you care about that agent's success, not just about your footage. All right, let's talk money. How do you actually price these packages? I recommend 3 tiers. Tier 1 is a standard package of $350 to $450. It could include 10 aerial photos, 20 interior ground photos, and an edited video tour. This is your bread and butter, and a lot of listings will go here. Next, we have the Pro package of $550 to $650. Everything in standard, plus AI-generated floor plan and virtual tour link. This is for agents who want to stand out on the MLS and probably the homes that are slightly higher value. And tier 3 is the luxury package at $950 to $1,500, which is everything in the Pro, plus that FPV indoor fly-through. This is for high-end properties where the agent needs to make a statement. Now, here's the psychology. Never lead with your cheapest package. Lead with Pro as your recommended package. Standard is the budget alternative, and luxury is a premium choice. Most people will book the middle option. And don't apologize for those prices. You're saving the agent time, helping them sell the home faster, and making them look like marketing geniuses. That's worth way more than $650. Real estate is a perfect niche to build your foundation. Steady income, easy to start. Once you have a few agent relationships, the work comes to you. Now, I've got package templates, pricing guides, and sample contracts in the drone launch box below. It'll help you structure your offerings and position yourself professionally from day one. So if you're thinking about targeting real estate, hit the like button and drop a comment. Tell me your market, competitive city or smaller town. I want to know because it'll affect your strategy. Now, real estate is great for consistent cash flow. But next week in video 5, we're going deeper on construction mapping, the niche where a single job can pay $2,000 to $5,000. I'll show you exactly what services construction companies need, the software you use to process the data, and why this niche has almost zero competition if you know what you're doing. Construction mapping is where you stop trading hours for dollars and start building serious recurring revenue. Subscribe so you don't miss it. I'm Sarah. I hope you get time to fly today, and I'll see you next week.